We're back at it today with our Project 55. Brennan's behind the wheel pretending to drive for the last time because today we're going to show you how to remove the quarter windows and then it's time to remove the driveline. So the engine, trans, the exhaust, all that stuff's going to come out. Get this car ready for paint. In the case of our quarter windows, these are actually in pretty good shape. I mean, this is a Florida car. You can see by the fading it's sat outside a lot, but they don't have any pitting. They're just a little bit on the faded side, so they're very restorable. Now, if yours are in really bad shape, they do make reproductions, but they don't have the Mustang on them. Being this is a Cobra, we're trying to keep it somewhat original, so we do want to keep these and actually restore these. Now to remove them, there's 9 studs and then butyl tape around the inside. So once you remove the interior quarter panels, you can remove the nuts and start removing the window. Here, the easiest way to get it off is to have somebody kind of push from the inside carefully and use like a plastic pry bar to start prying it off, and then eventually the butyl tape will start kind of giving way. And the very back one is kind of hidden. Make sure you get that because if you pull, this can actually snap right here. Now, Brendan's up front draining some of the fluid so we can get the engine and trans out. The reason I bought this car is because of how solid it was. Now, a friend of mine bought this a few years ago, and I knew he knew what he was looking at when he brought it from Florida up to Maryland. The car itself is really solid underneath. I mean, all the VIN tags are still in place, the tailpipes are original, the rear springs, control arms, the tag here is still on the differential. The only thing that was changed on this car were the mufflers. Whoever owned this car drove it. They didn't race it, they didn't beat on it, there's no rubber in the quarter panels. They simply just drove the car, which makes it a perfect car to restore. I mean, moving forward, torque boxes, absolutely perfect. I mean, no damage whatsoever on the torque boxes. Even the pinch welds, they're not caved in like you see commonly. I mean, the car is really, really solid. There's no rust under here, there's no nothing. It's a perfect car to build. Now, the nice thing about this too is almost all the original Cobra stuff is still on it. Now, the 93 Cobras, they actually used 4-cylinder linear rear springs, and these still have the original tags on them. Like I said, the car is just, it's all there, and it's a perfect candidate to restore. And then moving forward, Brendan's up, like I said, we're draining the oil, we drain the transmission fluid. But I mean, look at this. The car has had a clutch, obviously, at some point, but there's no rear main seal leak. The transmission doesn't have any drips on it. And again, everything up here is solid. There's no signs of damage, there's no signs of accidents besides obviously the one in the front. Even the radiator support, I mean, a little bit of surface rust, but it's straight, it's clean, it hasn't been jacked on a lot. All right, now we're going to work on getting the motor mounts off. And you can actually pull the motor and trans as one piece in these cars. This could be challenging to get this off. Actually not as bad as I thought. But thankfully, the wheels are actually in really, really good shape. The left front's got a little bit of rash, but besides that, they're in perfect condition. We're going to take these over to our friends at Peterson Restoration. They're going to strip these down chemically for us. Then we're going to have Powder Works put a fresh coat of gray powder on them. The wheels are actually specific. The fan blade shape is specific side to side. So you have your right-hand wheels and your left-hand wheels. And these wheels, again, were built specifically for the 93 Cobra. To remove the exhaust, we're going to have to cut. Like I said, at some point, somebody welded in some flow masters to the factory tailpipes. We're going to cut right at the flow masters. If somebody out there with a 93 Cobra needs the tailpipes, maybe they can still use them. But in our case, we're planning on upgrades, so we're not going to need them. So the Cobra would have come with a factory short throw, which unfortunately is long gone, but this is pretty cool. It's a Pro 50 shifter, which they're still in business today. This is one of the original ones, and they used to call it the Power Tower back in the day, and they sold these out of the trunk of their white Foxbody Mustang. I bought one myself. It was a very, very common upgrade. Very cool piece of history. We're going to keep this with the car. This is one of the parts we always talk about is the bottom of the shock tower rusts out on these cars. You can see there's definitely some corrosion in the paint, but the tower itself is solid. There's no rust, there's no rot. This will clean up really, really nicely before we get it painted. So we're pretty much done for the day today. I wanted to get the engine out, the trans is out, the exhaust is off, drive shaft's out. We're actually going to send the car out to paint, but while it's gone, we're actually refreshing this engine. We're going to tear down the engine, keep the original components, but upgrade everything that's necessary to add a little more power down the road. We're also going to pull the T5 transmission off and do a video on a full rebuild showing you how to rebuild your T5. So you have it already, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss future updates on our 93 Cobra.